Now, as many of you people know, Mrbeast recently uploaded a video titled "I cleaned the world's dirtiest beach", #teamseas. Now the video is pretty good, he really cleans one beach and cleans other beaches as well. It's a pretty good video. Obviously when people do something pretty good, there's gonna be someone that's negatively about it. It's what it is. While browsing through these teamseas videos, I came across a video titled "Mrbeast exposed by his own campaign", #teamseas. As you can see, a 20% like ratio. Now that's pretty bad. But he's talking about a topic that I'm really familiar with, so I thought we should take a look at it and see what his points is. Because it is in fact a little of a shifting point in terms of the entire situation. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it.
Right at this exact moment, there should be several videos coming out about how polluted the oceans are, about how we need to clean them, and so on. This is a consequence of an initiative by super popular YouTuber Mrbeast called teamseas, which plans to clean up about 30 million pounds of trash from the oceans.
Yeah, and the project is really good. I fully support it. They hope to remove at least 30 million pounds of trash from the fucking ocean within 2022, within the entire new year. Now that's a pretty good goal, and it's fully supportive. If you want to donate, then do that. It's pretty good. And yeah, they came out and they're mostly pretty good. Because we can all agree that the ocean is in fact pretty polluted.
The water in the oceans is not sentient, right? The water cannot suffer, it cannot experience well-being, and so on. The marine animals are sentient beings.
Oh god, so this is where we're going at. I mean, fellas, you can probably put 2 and 2 together and see what this video is in fact about.
We should be removing trash from the oceans, because if we don't, then the marine animals in the oceans suffer. So quite clearly, their suffering matters. And Mrbeast knows this, but Mrbeast is not vegan.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Yep, this is where we're going at. You have vegan rights activists complaining about Mrbeast eating meat. Now, as a farmer myself, I'm an eco-farmer, or studying as an eco-farmer, the 3rd year out of the 3 years. Now, veganism do not have anything really to do when it comes to this entire ocean stuff, right? It really doesn't have anything to do with that. The amount of plastic that we have in the oceans, these animals would eat it. And that's really just what it is. It doesn't affect anyone negatively. In fact, it does the quite opposite. If he removes the trash, he limits the harm of animals and the plastic we are consuming, both feathered animals like chickens, birds, etc., and sea creatures. This would do the opposite thing of harming the animal. It will actually help the animal. It would help the entire sea life and also help battling the climate change that we're currently in.
So he contributes to the suffering of marine animals and other animals in general for simple taste pleasure.
You're not contributing to anything really, you're not contributing to animal harm by helping the entire ocean. And also, based on your accent, I assume you're either Indian or Bangladesh. Correct me if I'm wrong. Their animal cruelty really do exist pretty severely, which is also why it's banned in the European Union. You cannot import meat from Asia to the European Union, basically due to that exact reason. I kind of feel like this is something that kind of goes under the radar by a lot of these vegan rights activists. In most developed nations, such as the European Union, the United States, or even Australia, there's pretty specific laws to limit the harm of animal in the entire industry. And that's just a complete reality.
Does their suffering matter, or does it not matter?
It does not matter at all. Plastic and stuff do not have anything to do with fucking eating meat.
I think you've got it right that their suffering very clearly matters. I think you should apply that consistently and go vegan, because it's not just the marine animals who suffer, but also other animals whom we eat and exploit for our taste pleasure.
Yeah, so no. As I said before, depending on where you live, there are specific laws when it comes to the treatment of animals. In one of my last videos that I made on the vegan teacher, pretty much I pointed out the fact that we're not allowed to have more than 40 chickens running around a chicken barn without having to expand it. On that point, I was actually wrong. We are not allowed to have more than 40 chickens at all. No matter what we do, we're still not allowed to have more than that, because that's a complete law. We can be fined hundreds of thousands of Danish crowns if we break any of these laws. And that's the complete reality of it. There's specific laws to limit the harm of animals. Of course, I'm not gonna deny the fact that there is animal cruelty, because there is in fact animal cruelty in some parts of the world and even in the European Union. However, a lot of the times where this happens, right, they are often either being hit by lawsuits and stuff like that, often making them go bankrupt. There is still in fact industries that's completely disgusting. I'm not gonna deny that. Like, you have the mink industry, which was actually meant to be illegal by 2023, I believe, and exactly due to the fact that there is sometimes animal cruelty in the industries, right? You know, the European Union, the US, Australia, and etc, pretty much banned specific industries, one of which was the fox industry. Because back in the old days of farming, right, it was pretty common for foxes to be skinned off and, right, that be used for the skin and all that. However, that was made illegal due to that exact reason of the fact that it was cruelty.
If we are going to pick out 30 million pounds of trash out of the oceans so as to reduce the harm that we cause unto marine animals, as we should, then perhaps we should consider not killing marine animals.
If we don't kill the animal, some shark would. And that's how it is. Our teeth is made to eat meat. Like, if we don't eat meat, it would change drastically. Like, it would change really fucking fast. A lot of people worry about what they put into the meat and stuff. Yet they don't want to worry about the fact that they probably put like, 50 times more into the plant-based meat rather than the original meat. Like, if any vegans out there watching this video, have you ever thought about why, you plant-based beef can smell like beef, can taste like beef, and can pretty much, have the consistency of meat without actually being meat? It's not like you blend a lot of fucking vegetables. No, you put a lot of e-numbers in it and other retarded shit. It's something they really don't want to chew down, really. I don't know why. I really don't care if there is a lot of e-numbers in it and all that. I really don't care. As long as it tastes pretty good, I'm pretty fine with it. But I'm just questioning the fact that vegans want to use that as a point when in fact there is probably a lot more in the plant-based shit. Like, it's not possible to survive on vegetable stuff without actually getting something extra like pills and stuff like that.
Sustainable. I had previously made a video called Why Vegans Should Shut Up About Climate Change. So you might be confused as to why I'm not shutting up. My point in that video was that it makes absolutely no sense to care about animal rights only because of the environment.
How can one be this uneducated? God damn. I mean, doing it for the environment is probably way better, even though it's still not really good, to be fair, but it's, what it is. If we all could in fact stop eating meat, we could save the world from the climate change, or at least significantly battle it. However, here's the entire catch in this. If we would have to stop eating meat because of that, we would also have to step up and pretty much kill some of the animals, or in particular pigs and cows. Cows and pigs are one of the biggest causes for the entire climate change situation. You know, the cow poop and urine, right? It's one of the things that keeps making the entire climate worse. So when it comes to the entire situation of saving the earth from the climate change by not eating meat, is somewhat good but also somewhat bad, if that makes any form of sense. Like, everything has a negative consequences with it, and in this case you'd have to kill all of the cows or pigs.
Like, that direction is irrational, but the opposite direction, which is caring about the environment, because we recognize that the environment affects animal suffering and well-being.
So you're saying the fact that we should save the earth for the animals instead of saving the earth from disasters? What retarded logic is this? Fucking damn. You see the graph on the screen right now, right? It shows the entire temperature from the Industrial Revolution till now. And as you can see, the temperature has risen by a lot. It's gone in a straight line up, which will also cause some pretty insane disasters at the end. So you're thinking we're saving the climate for the animals? Nah bro, we're saving the world from disasters. And that's the reality of it, and it should be like that.
It's not only okay, it is the only valid basis for caring about the environment.
It's not the only valid reason in terms of saving the entire environment. There is a lot of other stuff that you could do to save the environment. Not eating meat is one of them, of course, but at the end, you not eating meat really wouldn't do anything. Like, let's be real here. Like, you're looking at a good steak in the entire shop, right? At the fridge in the shop, and you'll be like, nah bro, I'm gonna go vegan. This is so bad for an environment. But guess what? Nickel Cut Avocado behind your fucking back would just take that entire package and just eat it as an extra thing, right? Because now he can see that he can get even more. So at this point he's just like, yummy yummy, there's more to me. And on this point it's entirely going to waste your time. But again, I really do care about animals, to be fair, but I'm still gonna eat meat, and that's just the reality of it. But you don't care about animals if you eat meat. You can easily care about animals and still eat meat. Like, just because I'm eating some chicken nuggets at the McDonald's doesn't mean the fact that I'm not taking care of my own chickens, alright? Like the chickens in the entire chicken barn having an entire fiesta. That's just how it is. In conclusion, this is all just completely retarded, and Mrbeast shouldn't really be cancelled for this. Now, there is nothing more to react to, so I'm gonna be wrapping up the video here. If you enjoyed the video, please goddamn leave a like. It would actually mean a lot to me. I know it's genuinely been a while, but I've been busy with some other stuff, right? Including reporting weather and all that. This is one of the reports I've done just to say I'm not capping or anything like that. I've genuinely just not had the time to, and not had the motivation to as well. But that's another case. So yeah, follow me on Twitter at NickyMonkeyClips. Subscribe if you're new. Hope you're gonna have a wonderful, amazing day. See you in the next video. Peace out. Love ya.